She said, with the swearing in of this new Congress, come January 5th, they get sworn in. She said, with the swearing in of the new Congress, the Republican caucus will be more white and more male. The Democrat caucus will now be majority minority and majority female. And she's right. That's what happened with this last election. And that's a big problem. If that's a problem that doesn't get addressed, we got a whole lot of hurt coming our way. So what I've done with the American Conservatives of Color is to begin to look at this thing and say, where are we having our problems? If you look at the Electoral College results of the last election, okay, now the popular vote was about 50-50, right? Like it always is. Obama got 51.2% of the popular vote. So if you look at the popular vote, it's about 50-50. But if you look at the Electoral College results, it's a beat down. A beat down. 206 Romney gets. He needs 270. Why? I'll tell you why. A lot of you read my writings. If you don't, I hope you start. I write a newsletter a week, and I wrote an essay shortly after the election called The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Go to acofc.com and you can find it there, The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. What I wrote was simply this. This is extremely important. We have reached the point in this country where a candidate for political office, presidency, can win simply by winning the majority of cities that are home to an NFL franchise. Think about this. I'm going to unpack this for a couple minutes. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is microcosmic of the entire nation. Okay, if you look in the middle of it, it's all red. If you look on the edges, it's blue. And I wrote that if you were to show this map, this post-electoral map, to a 5-year-old child, okay, a 5-year-old, they don't know anything. They don't know precinct captains. They don't know electoral college. They don't know anything. You show this to a 5-year-old, and you say, okay, little Jimmy, the Republicans are the red, the Democrats are the blue. Who won? Any 5-year-old in the world is going to tell you the exact same thing. I don't care how bright they are. I don't care what language they speak. Doesn't matter. Any 5-year-old in the world is going to say, wow, the Republicans killed them, creamed them, destroyed them, wasn't even close. And that's what you think. 67 counties in the state of Pennsylvania. Of 67 counties, Romney won 56 of them. 84%. That's a beatdown. But, little Jimmy, you see this collection of blue right over here? You know what that is? That's a city. It's called Philadelphia, big city. 2.5 million people. You know what they have in Philadelphia? They have the Eagles. You see this other blue one way out here? You know what that is? It's another city. It's called Pittsburgh, big city. You know what they have there? They got Steelers. And because the blue team won those 2 cities, they won the whole state. That's microcosmic of the country. So if you look at that post-electoral map of the United States of America, out there in the middle is all that red conservatism, republicanism that we love. You got all that Bible-thumping, gun-toting, V8 driving conservatism. Right? But don't get so cocky. You look along the edges, and that's where you got all the latte-sipping, baby seal saving, Prius driving liberalism we can't figure out. I have likened this to that movie Outbreak. If you've never seen this movie Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman, it's a great movie. It's about 10 years old maybe, science fiction type thing. But Dustin Hoffman is a doctor, and the movie is about this virus that pops up in the middle of Africa or in the jungles of South America, something like that. And this virus is extremely aggressive. It kills people in like 48 hours. From the time they start showing symptoms to the time they're sticking them in the ground, it's like a couple of 3 days. And then the virus comes to the United States and gets in some monkey or something like that and comes here in this pandemic, right? So here's what they do. From the time that somebody starts showing symptoms, they take a blood sample, look at it under the microscope, and it's all that clear, milky stuff that it's supposed to be in the middle. But then there's a ring where it's turning black. There's a ring of death around the edge. Then they wait a couple hours, 10, 12 hours, whatever, take another blood sample, look at it under the microscope, same thing. In the middle, it's all that healthy, clear, milky stuff it's supposed to be. But now that ring of death is getting thicker, okay? It's working its way into the host. Then they take another blood sample a couple hours later, look at it under the microscope, the whole thing is black, the cell is dead. That's America. Okay? If you look in the middle, it's all that healthy, V8 driving, Bible thumping stuff we love. But then you look along the edges, and that's where your virus is. Okay? You look along this edge, and there you go. Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, San Jose, Sacramento, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, San Diego, it's all blue. Then you look along this edge, and there you go. Massachusetts, Boston, Hartford, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, it's all blue. And now that blue, that virus, is working its way into the host. It's working its way into the middle. And it's getting there by riding in along the backs of those cities that are home to an NFL franchise. And it's scary. You can almost take the Sunday newspaper, pull it out, and line it up. You almost can. Seattle, Washington, Seahawks, Obama. California, 49ers, Raiders, Chargers, Obama. Colorado, Broncos, Obama. Illinois, Bears, Obama. Minnesota, Vikings, Obama. Wisconsin, Packers, Obama. Michigan, Lions, Obama. Ohio, Browns and Bengals, Obama. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Eagles, Steelers, Pennsylvania, Obama. New York, Bills, Giants, Obama. New Jersey, Jets, Obama. D.C., Redskins, Obama. Louisiana, Saints, Obama. Florida, Buccaneers, Dolphins, Jaguars, Obama. You could almost just go right through it. And what do those three cities have in common? What those cities have in common is three things. An NFL franchise, black and brown people. And that's a real problem. And if we on the Republican side do not find a way to solve that problem, we got big troubles. But there's good news. I do have a way to solve it.